Welcome back to Bolo Up. This is Wednesday and I'm on my lunch break. So I read ahead a little bit and I'm going to kind of start where I left off last week. So I'm going from 139. If you recall, he cracks his head on the same stanchion twice, getting inside. Punches it once he's officially through the hole. Yeah, that'll teach it, kid. And spent another 4 minutes getting his rig untangled. There's not much to see him once he's past the starlight spilling through the breach. At least he's sensible enough to have brought glow sticks. The red one does a little bit to offset the green in his face. Deck 231 is situated in the Alexander AI cluster. Just banks of damaged towers and cables, some of them still spilling live current. I'm in my bedroom. I'm laying on my bed, belly down, stretched out, and I really would love to have the time to read this whole thing, but my life doesn't allow me to do so. So the little increments, I don't mind sharing with you and myself. So this kid made it all the way across deck 231's sprawl with a bright red glow stick in his hand without getting picked up by the Alexander's sec teams. Shows how stretched they were monitoring their camera feeds. That's the problem with running in one of these AI boats. Gets to the point where the computer does everything for you and you forget how to wipe your own exhaust pipe. I think that's kind of where we left off last week. He takes almost 30 minutes to thread through the debris, even bouncing with those big zero-gravity strides. The server towers are 20 feet cubed, some have broken loose from their rackets. And there's always the death by electrician problem to worry about. He searches the airtight leading up to deck 230 and pulls out a data pad, typing with one finger and chewing his lip. Not a pro, console jockey who daily threatens the security of our glorious alliance, I'm thinking. Whoever's on the other side of that screen knows how to romance the security console. Working in 7-minute bursts, the kid only takes out another 49 minutes to get the door open. Record time, no doubt. Shame he didn't pack any confetti. The airlock doors open and he fumbles his way inside. Next, we see just messed that up. Next, we see of Lieutenant Twinkletoes. He's in corridor 230 G13 and out of his envirosuit. Dumped it in the airlock, I'm thinking. He's wearing a rucksack, urban gay camo cargos, and a muscle tee. His face is flushed scarlet, and it looks like his sinuses are clogged. His body is used to pumping blood up to his head against the pull of gravity, and without gravity drag it back while he is treading black. His dome is red as the underwear Elizabeth Andretti wears in the finale of Terminus. Don't pretend you don't know the part I'm talking about. Chum, a man alive who hasn't swimmed or skimmed or simmed. Simmed? That's seen 30 times. Yeah, that's what I said. Simmed. The guardian angel behind the pad is at work again. He's stopping to ask for directions every second junction. 4 Alexander secting gorillas step out of the corridor ahead, and our astro ninja just about bleeps himself. Shows signs of extreme anxiety. He ducks into a nearby storage room. Let me pause it right there. I can't believe we've made it to 5 minutes in this. Alright, so now I'm on page 141. And here we go. Sweating like a pit digger after a 12-hour stint, his tea is damp with it. Big trembling breaths. He's no doubt wondering what's happening if his hidey hole is the same place those sick boys were headed. They march past, and he pokes his head out to check if the coast is clear. Then does some kind of half-baked kung fu kick at the girls' backs, as if promising them an bleep whooping next time he sees them. He blunders along, narrowly missing a tech-eng group, then rounds a corner literally 3 feet from the same sec team. He almost hit 5 minutes ago, all of whom happened to be looking the other way. I swear to God, he crept away on effing tipping toes. He's making a way to a territory node, redundancy systems for the ship-wide security feeds. He's whispering to himself, but we got no tone. I'm guessing he's saying, oh my God, 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 a lot inside the node room. He boots up the backpack processor, inserts the mem chip, and starts some kind of Trojan routine running. It's obvious he's got no blinking idea what he's about. I mean, is inexperienced in matters of computer espionage. Shut up, I'm being professional. Taking instructions through his data pad and bashing away on the keyboard. It takes about 30 minutes, but he finally plants the infection and packs up his blank. Here's where the magic happens. Whatever Agent Zero seated in the redundancy network kicks off. A fire alarm on deck 231. The fire alarm not only diverts the sec team standing 3 corridors away, but also sees deck 230 evac, as per standard safety protocols. In 5 minutes, the entire floor is cleaned of personnel. At a signal from his guardian angel, bleep is out the door like his bleep is on fire. He runs to the service elevators, which should be locked down when a fire alarm kicks off. But lo and behold, his angel has them open wide. That is, the elevator doors. He dashes inside and stabs at the habitat level buttons. And there's no real need. Sec teams are mustering 2 levels up, waiting for fire crews to arrive and deal with the non-existent blaze. Now, I'm tired, I'm so sorry, and my reading is very poor today. I'm really surprised that we actually got past that page. And when I was reading it, I was like, okay, this is pretty easy to read. I like it. I like the flow of it, and I know who is actually the narrator of this. This is his bite-me girlfriend, because she's watching everything. Oh, here we go. Hold on. 4 minutes later, he's stepping out onto the habitat level, out of breath, drenched, looking in all intents and purposes like he's just spent an hour in the gym. I can imagine he's like out of breath and stepping out with, sweat and just breathing heavily and like, yeah, like relieved. He makes his way back to his domicile and shuts the door. I bet my lefty that the little blank spent the next 10 minutes thinking every G-O-D in the book, all the way through to Yahweh. Either that or puking his guts out. So my weekend was great. It was really nice just to kind of hang out at home. I was a very, very, very bad girl. I didn't list anything. I just kind of spent a really nice weekend. I went to Tucson. I went to go see my kid in Tucson. He's not a kid. He's 29 years old. and spent some time over there. And then we drove back, and Sunday was just a day of relaxation. And I did laundry and cleaned the house and just got stuff done. I did not do any sort of listing. And today I probably will start the course again, so my sales will pick up next week. Yeah. And I'm down to one job now and just trying to get my life organized. It was a little chaotic there for a while, for at least 6 months. So I can't believe we're in August, close to September, and my 1 year mark for selling on the side is coming up in November. This is a quick shout out also to Hobby Barn. I know you were in the hospital. I hope you're doing well. So for those of you that are not subscribed to him, give him a shout out. Go put some watch time in on his videos and help support him, our community. We all need to stick together and support each other. And yeah, and let's see what else is going on. Not much. It's kind of nice just to read a book, and then my lunch is almost up, and I got to get back at it for another 4 hours. And so I hope you're having a good day, and I will be back next Wednesday to read the next few chapters. Should I get into this one real quick and start it? Maybe I can. I have a few minutes before this thing dies. I hope you have a good day, if this dies while I'm reading. Participants, bite me, CITB, date 7/27/75, and you can see the timestamp, 4:49. CITB, you still up? Up you on Sims? Bite me, never slip again. Heart ready to burst. CIB, touching is it love? Har, stress and adrenaline. You've been talking dirty with your boyfriend or BF? You're so lucky I cannot be bothered coming all the way up the other end of the ship to thump you. Taking out frustration of separation, are we? Keep misbehaving. I won't share what I got. This is me behaving. Spill. I told you already, there were executions out of the court-martials. Yes. Found out why. For disobeying orders from Aiden. Aiden's the AI. Others, orders to shoot the civs from Copernicus. Orders from the crazy AI. If those weren't orders from General Torrance, then why enforce? Can't admit Aiden took control? Imagine the panic. Alright, moving on to the next page. Yep. Are they any closer to getting Aiden back up? Do not want visitors? Don't think so, but we might have a prob sooner than that. Got inside, sending you docs. Loverboy helped. Our young hero won the day. You want them or not? Shutting up. Sending. A briefing note included here is a highlight of the real info grant accessed from Alexander servers documenting activity aboard the Copernicus and the 6 months prior to its destruction. Take note of the dates and read with the lights on. Captain Riker from Teresa, and I'm not going to say her last name, MD. Chief Medical Officer, Copernicus, WUC-7891. Pathogen is the subject. And this is where I left off, so this is new to me. Captain, having completed examinations of all 1,896 surviving members of the Carvenza attack now residing aboard Copernicus, I can confirm several suspicions. The The biotech assault did include the use of biochemical agent, apparently delivered via orbit to atmosphere's missile above the Krenza refinery. This explains why the illness is confined to the Copernicus. I hate that name. Ours was the only ship to land shuttles near the refinery, and therefore the only ship to take on affected refugees. I regret to inform you that due to the disorder of the evacuation and the sheer number of evacuees, proper quarantine protocol was not followed by Copernicus flight crews. After the evacuation, Copernicus medical staff received continuous and recurrent reports of acute post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, among evacuees. Symptoms included anxiety, nausea, tachycardia, headaches that were often so severe to induce physical impairment, tremors, seizures, and in many cases, catatonia or paralysis. However, this was a logical reaction for civilians surviving a large scale of military incursion. Standard treatments for PTSD were finally employed, counseling and pharmaceutical remedies. I think they're gonna all turn into zombies. I don't know, just my guess. It was not until Copernicus crew members were not directed. Oh, let me start over. It was not until Copernicus crew members who were not directly involved in the assault or rescue operations began reporting debilitation from these same effects that we began to suspect a larger problem. I will send another memo with a list of afflicted passengers and crew. Teresa, MD. This is page 146 of 599 pages. So I'm going to cheat and read ahead just so I know what I'm getting myself into.